Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Kennels. I got two crazy releases here for you. Not sure when these movies came out, but ended up picking up two. I guess you'd call them horror films, in a sense, horror comedy, a little thriller-ish. One of these was a collector edition, and it's only limited to 2,000 copies, and I got number 803. So don't remember where I ordered these from though. I forget, but I know I did order these and they had came in. So, and that is How to Kill Monsters. So, like I said, that is a limited edition release that they did. Now, this is a Blu-ray release, if I'm not mistaken. And it does have a reversible artwork on there, but this is the slipcover. Was it Dark Rift Horror? So, yeah, one of those wacky, funny, comedic horror type movies. So this does, yeah, okay. So it does say reversible sleeve, all signed by the director and lead actress. And then the limited edition hand numbered slipcover and lobby cards. So I guess that's what that is. Now, what side is actually signed? Oh, signed on the front. Okay. Okay. That's pretty cool. So I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's kind of like marked at two spots. Kind of like where my fingers are at. See if I can get that in focus. Doesn't want to focus from that close. But nonetheless, it's has a signature, like I said, of the director and the lead actress. And then, of course, we got the backside. And we'll open it up here. So, we do have the disc with the cards and then like a little pamphlet in there. Which is pretty cool. I mean, it has this little, I don't know what this little card is for, but has a little card. Kind of put it to my face there. So it does have that. Does come with these cards. So I want to say the front, yeah. So the one side of the card, they're all going to be the same, like this here. That's all going to be the same. But on the back of them, it does have some different artwork. I'm guessing she's probably the main. I'm guessing she's the main character. I don't know. Beats me. But, or is it her? Yeah, who knows? And then of course the one with them all in the prison. I guess they're all locked up in L prison there. But yeah, so it does have those art cards, and then does have one other item in here. I think it's just more of a little. I don't know if this is subscribe to our newsletter, blah 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 blah. Yeah, this is just just has this little pamphlet card on the inside there. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then, like I said, it does have the reversible artwork. So, not sure how well that comes in, but does have that on there. And like I said, this is signed by the director and the lead actress. So Lee Crane or L Crane. whoever that is. I don't know. I mean, it's cool though. I mean, shit, you know, it's a limited edition. It's signed, and you know, it's pretty cool looking. Not very often you you know, you see a, you know, like a you know, a release like that. But either way, still pretty cool. You know, and it's not very many of this release made, so now whether it's a good movie or it's not a good movie, you know, that's, you know, only time will tell. But like I said, I got number 803. Let me see, does that even come in there? Yeah, number 803 out of 2000. So pretty cool, pretty nice. Now this next one I got here, you know, this is a funny one. You know, it's like horror comedy. And this is from 88 Films. Damn, I really forget where I ordered these from. I know I got these from the same place. I just don't remember. But anyways, that is none other than Forbidden World. Let me see if I can get that in there. Get that in focus better. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, much better. Much, much better. So, and here's the backside. Oops, it was just in focus. Let's see. Wants to fight with me today. But nonetheless, you know, there is that. And then, of course, this is a 2-disc set. So we do have the 4K. And then, of course, the Blu-ray. And then a little card. Doesn't really have much in it. Forbidden World, part alien, part human, a nightmare. Not sure what this is for, but I guess it's about the movie. A few little pictures in there. You know, you know, it almost kind of looks like the alien. If you look at that creature, you know, yeah, it's almost like that alien look. So, but yeah, pretty cool. You know, another funny horror flick. And then, you know, like I said, it just has the 4K disc. And then, of course, the Blu-ray that it comes with. And then the artwork for the front and back. But yeah, pretty cool though. You know, sometimes, you know, horror don't always have to be, you know, so like, oh, it's draining me. I'm wore out. You know, it doesn't always have to be like that. You know, sometimes it can be a little, you know, uplifting in its own unique way. But yeah, those were my my two picks. Well, two pickups. Like I said, Forbidden World and How to Kill Monsters. So definitely gonna check these out, you know, see if they're funny, because they should be funny, you know, in a horroristic way. But yeah, if you ever picked up any of these, if you own any of them, you know, even on a different type of release, you know, let me know in the comments what you think about them, whether, you know, they were worth picking up, they're not worth it, or is it one of those, I just skip on that shit. Fuck it, get it another time. You know, is it one of those type of deals? But yeah, you let me know. Tell me what you think. Other than that, hey, it's been your boy BULLBOYKENNELS, and as always, keep them scratching. Peace. We up out of here, baby. Cause it's hot. I don't know. I'm gonna say it's like 100 degrees. Ooh, good Lord. Peace.